Christianity don't create predators. Predators hide within Christianity. LGBTQ don't create predators. Predators hide within LGBTQ. Trends, Boy Scouts, teachers, they don't create predators. Predators hide within any group, and any or every group that give them access to their prey.
Honestly, that's pretty much the only thing that should be said in this video at all. And there aren't many more figures more contentious at the moment than Jeffrey Marsh. Jeffrey Marsh is considered to be a groomer operating on TikTok, and parents everywhere are not standing for it. Now, I believe he's hiding within the LGBTQ community because they're mostly considered to be a protected class, and the LGBTQ are mostly looked upon as people who can do no wrong. He has appointed himself a part of the LGBTQ community and called himself trans, believing that people will come and bat for him if ever he faces any criticism, therefore enabling him to continue to groom kids. Vulnerable kids who aren't sure of their own identity thus far. He's very much depending on that wide-eyed naivety that children seem to exhibit. I believe that Jeffrey Marsh has considered all of these factors, and so he thinks it's going to be really easy to manipulate children. I believe that's what he's doing, and people have called him out for it.
Talk to the kids. Hi kids. Hi kids. Hi kids. Hi kids. Hi kids. Hey kids.
I am the parent of a trans teen, and I have serious concerns about Jeffrey Marsh.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you support Jeffrey Marsh on what he's doing, there is something seriously wrong with you.
I keep seeing this Jeffrey Marsh person constantly on TikTok. I'll be scrolling through, Jeffrey Marsh pops up, and I've never heard so much BS in my life.
Telling trans people that we're inspirational.
Stop telling kids to go onto your Patreon and talk to you privately for $4 a month where their parents won't even know about it. That's weird.
And those are just some of hundreds, possibly thousands of people calling out Jeffrey Marsh. One notable person who took exception to Jeffrey Marsh's obvious grooming was this lady. Shumira Nessa, I apologize if I've mispronounced your name, says that she was doxxed, threatened, and had the safety of her daughters compromised by Jeffrey Marsh's supporters. Now, I'm the type of guy who likes to see evidence of this, but it appears that she can't actually do this because it might make people on her side go after people who are out to get her. But I believe her, because this is the MO of the fringe element of the LGBTQ community, to viciously go after anyone who may criticize them in any regard. Meaning that if I inadvertently make any unfair presumptions based on what I've seen, then the aforementioned fringe element of the LGBTQ community only have themselves to blame. And it just so happens there's evidence out there to support my presumptions.
Don't you dare try to pull that with me. I made absolutely no threat. I never said I was going to go out and do anything, nor did I imply it.
Wait for it.
I stated that for whatever comes her way in the future is on her.
So you actually are okay with her being fucked with? I mean, all she did was make some videos about Jeffrey Marsh. But you're perfectly okay with having her life damaged in some way. You know, IRL. Real tangible shit.
We will not stop. You come for one of us, you come for all of us.
You heard him. If we come for one groomer, we come for all of them. Yeah, pretty much. But I saved the best till last.
Do not fuck with my trans homies, or your pronouns are gonna be was/were, bitch.
I woke up to a video today morning, and the video said they want to make my pronouns was/were. And that's a threat.
But Jeffrey Marsh himself, he's a stand-up guy. He wouldn't tolerate this kind of thing, surely. Well, he hasn't told any one of his followers to stop with this threatening behavior. Nor has he admonished anyone for acting so viciously on his behalf. In fact, he put out a video that seems to be thanking everyone for being so horrible and nasty. Actually, not just one, but two so far.
Thank you. Thank you for being a trans ally. Thank you for your big heart. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. You might have noticed it's things are a little hairy on the LGBTQ front with hate.
No, it's fucking not. People are just really hateful of groomers.
The most important thing is that you do not stop. Do not stop. That's the most important thing. What you're going to do and how it's going to go and who's going to like it or not, all that stuff will work itself out. Do not stop your art. Do not stop your mission. Do not stop your activism. Do not stop your activism. Do not stop your activism. Do not stop. Do not stop.
Now, you cannot convince me that Nessa being harassed and then Jeffrey making those 2 videos is sheer coincidence. Nessa gets harassed and then Jeffrey makes 2 videos thanking everyone for their support and to not stop. He knows what he's doing. And everyone can see through his bullshit. Well, almost everyone. And now, perhaps most saddening of all, is that people who were previously within the LGBTQ community are now being ostracized and wholeheartedly rejected, all due to the trans activists, of whom Marsh told not to let up. Here we have one such instance, and I'm not gonna lie, it put a lump in my throat.
Hi. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I am so sorry for what you've gone through, what your kids have gone through, what your family's gone through. On behalf of whatever part of the LGBT community that still has integrity left, I would like to apologize for what individuals like that person has done to you, and the threats that have been made against you, and anyone else who has spoken up against thou that shall not be named.
Thou who shall not be named. You can't even say Jeffrey Marsh's name on almost any particular platform without fear of being vilified. Again, this was something Jeffrey Marsh was counting upon, and it's working.
I don't know what else to say other than I'm so sorry.
Now, listen to this next part. This really got me right here.
I used to take pride as being a gay man and part of this community. But what this community has become, for the first time in my life, in over 20 years, I can honestly say this. I am completely and utterly disgusted and ashamed to be gay and part of this community. This is not the community I was proud to be part of. What this is now, I don't know what it is. Like, I've been ridiculed, belittled, and degraded so much in my life, but I've always took pride in being openly gay. But now, the fact that so many individuals are like that, like these people, because you see, I've been threatened as well because I don't agree with a certain individual. I don't know how many times I can say I'm so sorry, but if you have any, I hope that you can forgive those of us who are left in the community that don't support this. Because I don't know what else to say.
Did you fucking hear that? He's ashamed to be gay. You know, within the LGBTQ community. You know who else made homosexuals ashamed to be gay? Extreme religious evangelicals. actual homophobes. Oh, but he's not the only one who feels this way. Here they are. The damage the more radical side of the LGBTQ are doing is yet to be measured. It's like ripples in the water. And they all support Jeffrey Marsh, and Jeffrey Marsh supports all of them. So with all that being established, I think it's pretty clear that he's not going to call off the more vitriolic side of his supporters. Something that would be very easy for him to do, as I was able to demonstrate in one of my own videos. Hello everyone, I would just like to take a moment to apologize if any of my followers have harassed anyone. I don't stand for bullying, I don't stand for threats, and I don't stand for disgusting emails and or comments. And if any one of my followers are participating in such egregious behavior, then get the fuck off my followership. There. How difficult was that? So, to summarize, Jeffrey Marsh is a groomer. He is an extremely negative influence on the LGBTQ community, and he doesn't give a fuck about anyone's safety. In fact, he's a provocateur. And to think, all of this could have been avoided if only he left kids alone. That has been the only contention this entire time. If kids or teens are having some confusion about who they think they are, if they even think that they are trans, they should be helped in a safe, controlled environment. But that's not what Jeffrey's trying to do. He's trying to groom children under the guise that he's trying to help them. He is a sociopathic nightmare for parents. And he doesn't give a fuck about anyone but himself.